Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Whatever day and time you're watching this, just wanted to welcome you to another analysis session. Hope you've had a brilliant week so far. I know it's only Monday, um, but yeah, as a man thinketh, so he is. So whatever way you think for yourself, that's what's going to happen. So if you say this week is already great for you, so shall it be to you. Can you please type in yes if you can hear me loud and clear? If you can hear me loud and clear, type yes into the group. Okay. All right. Let's get started. I guess everybody can hear properly and clearly. So let's get started. We're going to be looking at, should we call it our number one indicator before anything else that we do? We've already done a bit of markup from last week. So I decided to leave this on the chart for this week so that we can also see the way price played out in accordance to, what we said or what we expected price would do. The first thing first, if you notice from the very top side here on your left, we saw a stop hunt of a H4 stop hunt. Okay, and we saw a market structure break of a H4, which is then indicating to us that the algo for the week is shifted to the downside. So if we come here, you can see there's a high there. It was taken out, price came, took out the low, swing low on the H4, and this happened. This moved down. So then what we'd then be waiting for would be an opportunity to return back into this range. Let me get my arrow. So we'll be looking for return back into this range. So from there to there, we'll be looking for return. I'll be looking for price to bounce on any of those zones for continuation down. And as price is moving down on a US dollar, what you'll be looking for would be for price to be moving up in other pairs that US dollar is inversely proportional to. So for example, GBP USD, Euro USD, Aussie USD, Kiwi, that NZD USD. So if US dollar is dropping down, we would have those pairs, they'll be going up. Okay, as we're anticipating this move down, please zoom back out so we can see. So as we're anticipating this move down on US dollar, we will be seeing a rally. Okay, and what we're looking for price to come to this zone initially, and then bounce into this range. Like you see, we've marked it and we drew it out with the purple line, where we expect some sort of reaction, and we expected price to come back into this range and then go up. And as you can see, price has done that. Okay, it's used the zone twice. If I should extend that, okay, use the zone twice. The first one was that first bounce, and the second bounce was here. I was saying I'm really expecting US dollar to come to this second line here because of these double bottoms here. I always suspect double bottoms because they are, they got a lot of liquidity stacked up in there. Okay. So as you can see, we found US dollar bounce at that range and price is moving up. And the other reason why I was expecting a bounce, is because there's a weekly order block, a bullish weekly order block. So if I drop down to the weekly, you see what I'm saying? There's a weekly order block there. So this this candle here. Because of this candle here, this one, that was a weekly order block that we were dropping into. So I was expecting some sort of reaction, you know, in this level, and for price to then go up. So to the extent that they're going to go up, I think if they're going up now, they should see some sort of reaction at this next line here, and that is 12183 level. Okay, so looking at US dollar, we can see we're expecting this move to go up, and then we should look at our setup. Let me clear the chart. Up. 2 seconds, let me just clear it. So what I'll be looking for now is we have another kind of signal for the direction of the market. Okay, so aside from this initial move that we got from the bottom here, where we got an algo shift on the weekly, taking out, come back into the zone, and then it's going up. I am very wary of this triple. In fact, we have a triple bottom here, so I'm very wary of this triple bottom over here. Okay, and look, there's a weak low here that is clean. There's no wicks there, so it seemed like there was no manipulation there. And look at the bottom here as well. This levels, they're too clean. So I'm really suspicious of what they could do. So, but for the moment, if they want to do anything, if they want to continue this move up, they have to come to this high, because the clean high as well as last week's high. So we look at last week's high. Let's go on the daily to see if we can find anything. Okay, so on the daily, we are having, you know, some sort of, to me, price is just kind of stuck in this range at the moment, although I'm very much strong about the move up and also wary about the triple bottom that we have all the way here. But, you know, for now, US dollar looks to be going long. So there's a bullish order block here that we are bouncing off of at the moment. We've had a clear day that is close above the previous days and engulfed that day. So this move up is looking quite strong. We have last week's high very close to current current price. So that they'll be looking now to take that level, and then move to the next objective for the high from the 28th of September. So going forward, knowing this now, knowing this, that US dollar is going up initially. Obviously today it's dropped down, but we're dropping down into this bullish order block on the daily. That should create some sort of reaction going up. So if we then go to our next currency. Sorry, before we do that, let's just check, look back on the H4 again to see if we don't have some levels taken out. Okay, so it looks like we took out this level over here. Let's draw that. We took out this level, and then we break structure. So we broke structure here. So a return back into this range should give us a continuation bullish. And we're in that range now. We've come into this range. So this very thick bullish order block. Very thick bullish order block over here. Okay. So let's go to the next pair. The next pair is AUD USD. So as you can see, when we're anticipating lower USD, lower US dollar, every other one was running up. Now we're anticipating a short, and as you can see, we've drawn this level out from previous week. We're expecting price to come to this level and then drop. So it came around that range, shy by I think a few pips, couple of pips. There should be like five pips or so, 8 pips. Okay, so 8 pips, and then it's dropping. And the reason why was because just like we saw a bullish weekly order block on the US dollar, we saw a bearish weekly order block on the Aussie. So which was perfect mirror effect of each other. Okay, so if we look at this closely again, so here was the bearish order block on the weekly. So we expected price to go in there and drop, and that's what price is doing now. Price has gone there and it's dropping precipitously. If we went on the H4, so because of this move now, I have lower targets will still remain this level, this clean weekly level, the 28th of September low. Once they take that, then they should be looking to take this double bottom over here. Yeah, once they take this low, they will take the 21st as well. And if they take the 21st as well, if momentum is on their side, they will definitely take the week low from July 13th. Oh, July 13th. And then the 6th of July as well. Those weeks, their lows, they will take them out. And the reason why they will take them out, the reason why I'm looking to that is because they have a double bottom, very clean lows there. Very clean lows there. Okay, that's a reason for targeting those areas. But just watch the way they're setting themselves up. Okay, so if they see reason to come down and take levels here, when they're coming back up, I'll be looking for my target to be at this level high here, this double top over here. Let me remove this purple line. The purple line has gone to our predictions. So I want to show you that if you notice, a week 12th of October and a week 5th of October, look at the top. They're very close to each other, very clean. So they're forming double tops for themselves as well. So once price starts to return back up, those areas will be very, very good target areas. Very good target areas. So for Aussie US dollar, the projection is still lower at this point. They should come and take this. They should take this 2 levels. If there's a daily order block here, they might want to respect it a little bit and bounce off. But I would love to see them take this low from July. Okay, so that's Aussie USD. Next one is Euro US dollar. if I go to the lower time frame, H4, let us see what is happening here. So, right, we got a a weekly high and a weekly low taken here at this point. Price already returned into this range. This is a daily order block level, and within that daily there's a H4. So you can see prices bounced off of that level here, and that's why we have this drop down. Remember, US dollar, there was a rally up. Sorry, yeah, oh, this was weeks back in September. So the one I was talking about in US dollar, there was a drop down in value, hence the reason why we have this run up. And also the same thing on the weekly, we have, order block, weekly order block here. Look at the weekly order block here. There's a weekly order block. That's it there. And we've gone right back into it, and we're expecting for price to come down. Okay. And if you notice again, these lows, I put this red line there as a target. They're very good target points. Why? Because they're very clean. They're very, very clean. Okay. So if we went back on H4, let's see the direction of the market. So at the moment, this is what price is doing. This H4 is sticking out that low. On H4, sorry. On H4, this is going back to our like standard setting. So it's taking out that low. The market structure level has been broken. Therefore, we should look for, price to come back within this range. Okay. And then we'll look for an opportunity to go long, in direction of this algo. Okay. But at the same time, on the top side, we've had this level taken out, and we've had this market structure break happen. Now we could call this price is now rallied back into the range for a drop, okay, which looks very, very good. But whilst I'm doing that, looking to take the trade there, I'll still be very wary because I got some double tops at the top here, where I feel price could still push itself. But for now, this is what is active. We have this weekly high taken out on the H4 high, taking out market structure break, rally back into the zone, taking out an intermediate high into a level within this range from there to there. So what I can see straight away is not too clear on H4. So if we drop down to H1, where are you? Okay, if we drop down to H1, we should be able to find something within this range. And okay, looks cool. There's something in the range. And you see this big H1 candle. In this whole picture, it is a bearish order block. Okay, we take the high below, draw it out. So that's the area we're expecting price to go to and give us some sort of reaction. And that's what we got now today after this aggressive rally up. Okay. So this looks like could look like a nice trade down back, into these levels, or to take out those lows that's quite close to each other. Let's go on the daily to see what they have there. Yeah, so the same thing like Aussie, very tempting tops here, but at the same time, price has to do what it has to do. this rally up, taking out these highs into this range, we should be expecting, some sort of drop back down into this range, or back down to that red line. So that's what we can be expecting. Okay. All right, let's move to the next pair. GBP USD. We were exactly looking for this rally up into this range in here, and then a drop down. But it's done it, but it's not gotten to the area that we're looking for. So let us just look at, what price is saying again. And remember, we'll be taking, it's going to be like the other side of US dollar. So let me clear. US dollar looks to be temporarily going up, so which means the inversely proportional pairs should be coming down. All right, so let's look what we have here. So if we went to the weekly, let us check what price is doing. The same thing like the US dollar. There was at the bottom there was a bullish weekly order block, and this one there at the top there's a bearish weekly order block. So which is in sync perfectly with each other, and we can see that prices bounced off of it, and is looking to continue its nosedive down. And what makes it look even better is this. We are having a high taken out, a high is taken out, a market structural break has happened over here, and there's a return into the range. Okay, a return into the range, so return back into that range, and it's found, a bearish order block in there for a drop down. Okay, now this drop down, it's not really broken this low yet. So which is telling me two things: is either they're setting them up to be taken in the future. So when this price finally goes up and is dropping down, this double bottom here is a good target. It's first of all a good target. Okay, it's a good target. So it's telling me that price will come to this, should be looking for this liquidity pool. Remember the pool and the pool, the pool and the pool. So there's a pool here, and because of that, there's a pool on market makers to come to that area. So as you can see, price is going was initially on its way up, hit the range where the algo is shifted down. A new lower low has not been created exactly, but they're setting up to be taken because they've then created a double bottom. So which is looking very, very good to be taken. It's looking like that. But hey, who knows? Price could still do, its crazy moves as it does. But we are primed for lower prices. We're primed for lower prices on GBP USD, at least to this level first. Then before this levels, 1, 2, 3 levels together. Okay. All right. I hope you're getting this so far. So the next pair is Kiwi, NZD USD. It's kind of followed our, let me draw this properly. Can you see that candle? I was meant to put it to the very top of the candle and the bottom there, which would give us a perfect entry over here. Prices hit that range, that zone, as we expected. So we had two scenarios in mind. We had price hit this zone and drop, or hit this zone at the top there and drop. So, and that could still happen very much. So, but it is going to be in latter times. So, but for now, let us delete that. Okay, so you can see prices rallied up, and also on the 8-4 now is also kind of giving us another setup. So we have these highs over here, those highs, and we have structure break. By the time that structure break is happening here, we're expecting for price to pull back within that range and give us some sort of reaction. And there are a couple of levels you can look at. The first one will be this doji candle here, and then this big bearish candle there. Okay, it was responsible for that bullish run. So it used to be a bullish order block, but since price has not bounced off of it and sliced through it, it's going to be reused on the other side down. That's what happened today. Price rallied into that range and then dropped. Let's see if we went on the H1, if we would have seen a reaction point. Ah, beautiful. There's a reaction point on the H1. Beautiful, beautiful. So price went in nicely and touched that H1 order block, bearish order block. Okay, and then you can see prices dropping. It will come to this level at least. Let's check weekly. Yep, it should take our last week's low. That'll be the minimum expectation first, and then before it takes out this double lows here. Okay, I hope you're with me. I want you to type yes in the chat if you can see this, if you're still flowing. So the next thing we're looking at is the US dollar CAD. US dollar CAD. And just like the US dollar, we had a weekly order block. Price was dropping. And if you remember from last week, I said I was expecting some double lows to be taken out, triple lows to be taken out before price reverses. Yeah. See those lows, 1, 2, to be taken out. And it was taken out there. Let's go lower. Let me remove this order block. All right. So that purple line was where I was expecting price to touch, and which price did nicely. And then these lows here, these are all double bottom, okay? Double, and price came and took them out exactly the way we planned it. And price is starting to climb up now, okay? Price started to climb up. My target would initially be this high on 7th of October, and then the next high would be these highs over here from the 30th of September. Very nice, because it's formed triple top over there, and there's a lot of liquidity there as well. So that'll be a very good area for target once you're in this trade long. That'll be a good area of target. Okay. All right, let's check out USDCHF. All right, on the USDCHF, last week, if you can notice on my screen, we were anticipating already for this drop into this order block before we move, away. But it decided to close this setup and go into the range. So can you see this weekly, this H4 high, taking out that H4 high, and then where's my rectangle to? And then market structure broke that range. Market structure break happened, rather. When market structure break happened, then that's a good signal for us that, okay, the algo will shift itself. And then we would then look for areas within that range for price to go to and get a reaction down. So the first one I want to mark out is this bearish candle, okay? Let's draw that out. And as you can see, price came in there 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and then went off. So this move down that is happening now, I was expecting it here. But, the market makers, they do what they want to do. Or we can just do this to track their direction and then follow them in that direction to take our trades. Right. So that is USDCHF. So USDCHF is currently holding up around. Let me see. They're really funny state, to be honest. But on the weekly, our direction has been, break this range, go long, and then come back into it, and then go long again. That was the idea from last week. But at the moment, we are here, and it looks like price wants to drop into this range before it goes up. And the last one for today. So just remember, we'll just go from our weekly candles first to just check out, okay, what's happening. And as you can see, just like the opposite pair, there is a bullish order block on the weekly that price drops into and kicks off a reaction. So first target point area is, if we're going long, it will be these double tops over here. All right, 92967. Very nice. Nice place to take profit. Okay, very nice area to take profit if we're going long. Okay, and if we're going short, this red line will be a good target, because they're rarely taken. No, they're rarely left, rather. They will not leave a double bottom without taking it. So if we're going south, we will be targeting the double bottom. Okay. So that's USDCHF. But if you look at it on the H4, it should be mimicking the US dollar. So rally up into the range, price drops. All right, the last pair for tonight. USD Jappy. So this one, we didn't have opportunity to take a look at it last week. But if I were, I'll go on my weekly first. Trying to identify the direction of the algo. To me, it looks south at the moment. So week 5th of October, took out 28th of September. And then week 12 of October, there is a market structure break confirming this run up is a stop on. So US Jappy is looking like he wants to continue lower. And if we're going lower, where would be my target? Okay. That target will look good. 105845. 104113. So that level looks good for taking. So let's now go back to H4. As you can see, a high was taken out. Structure break happened there. So we're looking for price to return into the range and then give us some sort of entry. Okay, let me draw that out. Market structure break there. We're looking for a rally back into this range and then finally drop if that's what they want. So price to go in within the range here, and then we're expecting a move down. Okay, so even all this move up, this grinding move up, is showing that the buyers don't really have strength in this place. They're struggling to do it. So to gradually grind up into this region, okay, this range. If we went on the H4, we should find some sort of area where we can trade over. Okay. Okay, there we go. Look at this. This bullish, this bearish H1. Cool. So look at H1. There's a possible, interaction with this range, and then price drops from there. So that's what I will be stalking if I were to be looking at US dollar JPY. But there's been a lot of news anyway, so just be wary, know which pair you want to trade, and just stick to the analysis. Don't try to second guess it or add too much lipsticks on it and make it look complicated. Okay, so USD JPY is going to be our last pair for tonight to analyze. Okay, does anybody have any questions? You can type it in. You got literally 10 seconds to 10 seconds to Cam, have you got any questions? Okay. All right. So if there's no questions, guys, I will be calling it a night. I wish you all the best. Take care.